right, everybody, I am back, and where I need you to go right now in your study guide is on page 61. And what we're going to look at is where it says, and you can't really see this, in your study, what is motivation? The effective motivator must, then the motivator must, and people are primarily motivated by. And going back to when we first started the persuasive speech, I talked about, and let me go in terms of, back to the slides here. Now you already have this, but I said to enhance the listener's, you have to enhance the listener's ability and motivation to carefully evaluate the message in depth. You want to, not just in terms of enhance the audience's ability to think by having a well-organized, well-focused message that you deliver well, you also want to motivate them to think. Now, motivation is a word that people banter around a lot. And when we think of the term motivation, to be motivated, are you motivated to do something? Think of why you're here. Now, if I could, and you could think about this, and I don't take offense if, obviously, I'm not here to see your reactions, but if I were to ask all of you in this room, how many people would rather be someplace other than in this classroom right now? My guess is all of you would raise your hands. Maybe you'd rather be at the beach, or sleeping in, or playing some sort of game, or doing any number of other things. But you're here. Why? Well, the reason why you're here, the reason, my guess is why you're here, why you get into your car, drive to Valencia, find a place to park, come up to this classroom, come on in, open up your study guide, listen to me blabber on for an hour and a half, which I know is not the most interesting stuff in the world. And then once you're done, get ready for the speech, do whatever you need to do, and then do that speech. Isn't because you want to make me happy. Isn't because this is the most interesting or fun thing in the world. The reason why you go through all that action is very simply because you want a grade. You want to pass this class. Because in order to get an associate's degree, you need to pass speech. Now, why do you want an associate's degree? Maybe because you then want to transfer to Florida, or UCF, or Harvard, or Stanford to get your four-year degree. Why do you want a four-year degree? Because you've been told since you were little itty-bitty people that in order to be successful in this world, in order to make money and all these things, you need a college education. High school just isn't going to cut it. Unless you're LeBron James or somebody with supreme athletic skills, you're going to need a college education to succeed. And the reason why you want to succeed is how many people here are working at jobs that you want to be doing 20 years from now? My guess is not a lot. Now, you may be in jobs that you're happy with, but you want to advance. In a lot of cases, that requires some sort of college education or training. So the reason why you're here, while you're listening to me, is because you need the grade to get the credit, to get the degree, to get the four-year degree, to get the college education, so you can get the better job, so you can quit this crappy job you're doing right now, where you may have to work Saturdays and Sundays and you're not being paid very well, and there's no chance for advancement. That's what motivation is all about. So in your study guide, on page 61, the first thing we're going to look at is, what is motivation? And what motivation is understanding and addressing the needs. That's probably the most important word up there. The needs and wants of the listener that impels them to take, or that impels that listener to take action. Let me say that again. Understanding and addressing the needs and wants of the listener that impels that listener to take action. If I want you to succeed in this class, it isn't about me, it's about your needs. So, I say to you, at the beginning of the semester, you need these 3 credits. You need a good grade. Maybe you need an A to keep your scholarship or whatever. Right? Those are your needs. So, I understand and address those needs and your wants. Now, as the listener, what do I want you to do that impels the listener to take an action? Well, I want you to read the book, to come to class, to take good notes. That's what I want you to do. But in order for me to get you to do that, there has to be some bottom line, some reciprocity. What do you get out of it? And my point is, if you do what I ask you to do, you'll get a good grade in this class. In a few weeks you'll be done, and you'll never have to take another speech class again, and you'll never have to see me again, and you'll never have to hear me again. And that's what motivators understand. Understanding and addressing the needs and wants of a listener that impels them, or impels that listener to take an action. That's what commercials do. Television commercials are all about telling you that you're missing something in life. If you, for example, get up at 3 in the morning and you see those infomercials, and in those infomercials they will say, you're in a dead-end, nowhere job and you're not making a lot of money. How would you like to make a 6-figure income and work only 20 hours a week and live the type of life that you always want to live? And then they show some of the people who have learned how to make money in real estate or eBay, driving beautiful cars, going to Greece or Cancun on vacation, you know, flying in their private jets, on their yachts, whatever. What the infomercials want you to do, what the people run, is they want you to buy the CDs or the DVDs or the books or whatever it is. The $199.95 package of how to be successful on eBay. But in order for that to work, they have to show you that if you buy this, that you will get something really good out of it. That's what motivators understand.